Take 2, because stuff happens. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go. Izuku and his mother floated in the darkness for a while. They talked. Izuku blamed himself, and his mother gave him a smackdown that he'd never forget. She didn't want her cub to blame himself for something that he had no control over. She roared and yelled at him, but still he felt responsible. He should have been there for her, and he wasn't. He could have protected his mother. He could have saved her. He could have... There were a lot of what-ifs that his mother didn't like, and she put a stop to it pretty quickly. There was nothing Izuku could have done. And even so, she was getting older. She wasn't as young as she used to be. When she started raising Izuku, she was still essentially a cub herself. And now she had been a senior when she passed away. She was getting older, there was no doubt. And sadly, her time would have came. Whether he liked it or not. Izuku sighed, and the two just existed for a little bit longer, until it was time for Izuku to go home, back to his family. She encouraged him, and she even told him that they gave her a name. She told him what her name was and sent him on his way. Izuku woke up, and his family was so happy to see him. He had been unconscious for about a week. They made sure that he was fed, given some water. His brothers and sister made sure that he'd been entertained. And Izuku recovered, slowly but surely. He still couldn't help but wonder that if he were home, what could have happened differently. But Izuku knew that his mother didn't want him to dwell on what-ifs. They took him to her grave one day, and he broke down. Remembering his mother's words, he didn't blame himself. He picked himself back up and said his peaceful goodbyes once again, promising his mother that he was going to be the greatest hero she had ever seen. He made his hero name the Panther of Lilies, or Panther Lily for short. A name to honor the one who cared for him for all these years. A mother that stood up and said, "I'll be your mom." A mother that didn't care that he was quirkless. A mother that genuinely loved him for who he was, not for what he was. And genuinely didn't care that he didn't have a quirk. He had been truly, truly loved. They decided to bury her within the clearing that became their home after their first home had collapsed. Izuku would visit now and then, and soon enough, the seasons continued to change, and Izuku returned home as a man, a big, strong hero, the number one hero. "Hey, Mom," he said in a deep voice. "I have so much to tell you." "Oh, I brought someone." dinky. Hey, I hope you don't mind, but, I decided to come with my husband this time. That's right. We got married a year ago. I wish you could have been there, Mom. It was a beautiful ceremony. Very beautiful. We have a lot to tell you, so here goes. And the two conversed until the sun set. We have to go now, Mom. Dad and Papa are waiting for us. It's family dinner night. It was good to see you again, Lily. Come, Zoo. We don't want to be late. Right. Bye, Mom. We'll visit again real soon. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Cups. And congratulations, they heard a voice say. Did you hear that? I think it was the wind. The wind. Yeah, it was the wind. They left the old abandoned building and headed for home. Well, Izuku's second home. The abandoned building would always be Izuku's true home. Lily watched as they left and smiled. She was so proud of her cub. So proud. She can finally rest now that he was taken care of. And she vanished into the night. Aww, what a sweet way to end the story. And yeah, I know I don't do ships or romantic ships. But I just decided that, what if the two fell in love anyway? I love these dorks. And, well, they love each other, so meh. But this is the one time, the one rare occasion where I will actually do a ship. But their ship isn't, when it comes to me and ships, they're not really romantic. They're more friendships, or they're platonic. Like, they're in a relationship, but it's completely platonic. There's nothing intimate in the relationship. But this is the one rare time where I will do a ship. I don't know if this will ever happen again. Maybe. I don't know. But I just don't do ships normally. Normally, it's just a friendship. But anyways, that's all for this series, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Into the Shadows will be coming to its end soon. I didn't plan for that story to be too long anyways. That, and I have several sequels planned for it, and several little things for it. It's supposed to be a series, so meh. Anyways, I will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.